Hey Pisces, welcome. So I'm going to get you some messages related to career and finances. And this is not date specific, so whenever you come across this message, there may be something here for you. Alright, so I definitely see you seeing a situation very clearly, being very direct about what it is you're looking for. But I also see you stepping into this state of being more gaining more perspective. So I want to say, sort of like taking a moment to think things through, and that is helping you to be clear and to gain that clarity. What else? What else for Pisces? Okay. All right. Yeah, you've definitely had to take a different approach and try some new ideas, or you're gonna need to kind of go back and regroup and think of new approaches and ideas. So however that resonates for you, and this may be directly related to work or collaboration or partnership with someone, but some of you have not been treated fairly, and you've had to, again, sort of take that step back and be like, whoa, wait a minute, let me think this through now. Now what do I do here? So now this has happened, so where do I go from here? And it could be like with someone that you really trusted that was just a bad actor, or just didn't have your best interests in mind, and you're seeing that, and now you're like, oh, okay, I got you, I see how you are. So now let me regroup and figure out my next moves. Yeah, so there is new opportunity coming through, and that will be available to you. Excuse me. So I do want to just say, some of you are looking at things from a very emotional standpoint, and that is completely understandable, especially being as though you are a water sign. However, I would say to try to be a little more objective in your thinking and your thoughts, and that's really going to help you stay on your path and to learn the lessons that you designed for yourself to learn from this experience and allow you to move forward. So really work on balancing those emotions and getting the messages that you need to get and moving on. Okay? What else? What else for Pisces? Yeah, it's definitely time to start that new cycle. So you will see that out of the perspectives, out of the reflection that you're doing, you will see that it's time to move on. What else? Let's take these. Alright, yeah, so really get back to your hopes and dreams and desires, and know that they're possible. All of that is possible. It's like some of you aren't believing in you, and if you don't believe in you, who else will? Who else is going to? Okay? It is time for you to receive all that is due to you. And it is time for you to come out of this state of lack and feeling like you need to hoard your resources, and like getting out of this victim mentality and victim state, and knowing and trusting and believing, and not knowing and trusting that you have everything already that you need. It's already here. It's about you stepping on to that higher vibrational frequency so that you can receive it, because abundance can't come to you on a lower frequency, because it's not on a lower frequency. So it's about you choosing your attitude, staying objective, receiving the lessons, and vibrating higher to connect with that abundance and those blessings. Okay, so what type of challenges might Pisces face? Okay. All right, let's see. Trusting and knowing what you deserve. Yeah, and really staying out of the drama and choosing the right attitude again. That's going to keep you vibrating higher and allow you to close out this cycle. Because you have the sun here, which is probably the most positive card out of the entire deck. And you have that in a challenge. So also, yeah, just believing in yourself and having that self-worth, self-confidence, self-love. For some of you, it's about focusing on those things and contemplating and reflecting on those things and building that up and remembering who you are and who you are connected to, and that you are co-creating your reality, and that the energy that you're putting out there is what you're going to receive back. And that's why I'm talking about really vibrating on that higher vibration, because all reality is just a reflection of what you put out. So it's time to put out that freedom, that love, that joy, that happiness, so that you can receive that back. And not only putting it out once or through a meditation, but living it, knowing it, trusting it, so that it has no other choice but to come back to you tenfold. Okay. Alright, so let's get some messages real quickly. What do we have? Alright, short journey. Okay, yeah, so some of you are very much focused on things that may not be as helpful to your financial growth and path at this time. So you may be getting distracted by others. And this is very specific as it relates to sexual matters. So just getting back to focusing on what's important to you, because sure, that's important. That is important to be, pleased sexually, of course. In a financial matter, in a financial type of reading, not really. So again, it's like some of you are putting energy and focus in places that you're being guided to move it in other places. So you can create a balance. I'm hearing like there needs to be a better balance there for some of you. So maybe it's a little too much partying and dating and all of that. But you decide what is right for you and the changes that you need to make for you. So you will decide that. But again, it's a message. I'm just a messenger. So also be aware of who you are confiding in and sharing information with, because I am hearing that some of these people do not have your best interest in mind. So you need to be aware of that, and I think you know who I'm talking about. If this applies to you and resonates with you, you already know who I'm talking about. So, do with that as you will, but just know that they don't have your best interest in mind. And you should be mindful about what you say around them and what you tell them and what you give them access to. All in all, you do still have good luck here and fortune and abundance here. It is here. It's here, Pisces. It is here. So let's see, what's the short-term outcome for Pisces? All right. So again, letting go of what's not serving you and not staying in that energy and staying with those negative emotions and habits and behaviors. And moving forward. So I see for some of you, this is going to be a little more difficult than I was hoping for some of you, and that's okay, because everybody's on their own journey and they will make the choices and change in time when they're ready. Others of you, it's not going to be as difficult, and you will move straight into that abundance. And neither path is wrong. Any path you take is the right one for you. So I do see everyone coming into greater clarity, because we talked about that initially. Absolutely. Connecting and receiving greater clarity and a better understanding of what is truly going on and what abundance exists out there for you. So you know that already. It's just a matter of when you're ready to ascend, to receive. Okay, so let's see, long-term outcome, long-term, okay. All right. So I do see that it may take a little longer for some of you to release the burdens and move yourself forward, but we already talked about that. We know that. But it is a journey for you to recognize, like, yeah, there's a spiritual evolution happening here as well. And you will connect. You will connect when you're ready at the right time. And the time will be the perfect time for you. Because that'll be when you're supposed to do it. You'll do it when you're supposed to do it and when you're ready to do it. But know that you have good luck and fortune and abundance coming to you when you do step into that timeline and you do step up and ascend up to that frequency, because it's already here. It's already here. Okay. All right, so let's get some messages. What messages do we have for our Pisces? Right, yeah, so I do see, in the meantime, if you are not ready, then you could experience some roadblocks and obstacles to your abundance. And again, I think we did talk about having discernment about who you share information with, so that is coming up here again. Yeah, we did. Okay, so for some of you, you might not have listened, or you may not have heard it the first time, but it's coming up again. So that's a really strong message. Okay, what else? What else? Thank you. All right, so what did this say? Relocating. Okay, yeah. So for some of you, like, for those of you that are ready to move forward, like, yeah, your abundance is coming through. It is coming in. And it's all because you learned the lessons. You stayed on a higher vibration. You stayed positive. You started working toward your passions and those ideas, and just exploring your creativity and acting on it. You've done that work. You're going to do that work, or you started that work. And it's going to reward you, and you're going to receive abundance beyond your wildest dream. Okay? Doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter here. And some of you may even relocate. And it could be for a better opportunity, for a better job, higher paying, or a partnership. But again, like, you do want to be mindful and do your research and thoroughly vet folks before you're giving your money and time excuse me, and resources to them, because that may not be like what you're truly being guided to do. But only you will know that, because you will connect. You will connect with your inner self, your inner strength, knowledge, and wisdom, and source, and your higher self. and spirit guides to guide you along this journey. Okay, so let's get some other messages for our Pisces. What other messages do we have for Pisces? Alright, so we have love, and I do see, like, this is, you're going to do what you love. I do absolutely see you getting back to the things that you love, and for some of you in particular, this will lead to love, you going in a different direction and accepting a new opportunity that is absolutely going to lead to love. Okay. All right, so we have surprises, creation. Yes, really getting back to, again, what you feel passionate about, those ideas that you set on the shelf because you didn't have the time or resources or money. But really going back to that, reconnecting with that. What is it that you love? What is it that interests you? What sparks? What makes those sparks fly or ignite? And deciding on when the time is right to explore them. You can at least do research at this time if you're not ready or you don't have the financial resources in place. You can at least research and create your plan and start taking small steps in that direction. So there's so much that you can do in the meantime, and you're being asked to get to it and start. Okay, let's get some other messages. What other messages do we have for our Pisces? Okay, thank you. All right. So, for some of you, I'm hearing it is about starting a shop, a repair shop, or something to that effect. You can start researching now. You can look in the area. You can look up prices. You can look up manufacturers. You can look up buildings. All of those things. So see, there's a lot of stuff that you can do that, you know, doesn't cost outright money. And start working on your business plan. And that also helps you to figure out what type of financial resources that you're going to need as well. So you can start working on that as well. It's definitely about a shift, closing one chapter and cycle and starting a new one. Also, you are being asked to be more mindful about your spending at this time and look for ways that you can cut costs. Especially if you have these grandiose ideas that you want to implement, it may be time to look at, okay, I probably need to cut down on my spending a little bit here. We also have counselors, so that may be specific to some of you as well, something you may be thinking about doing and wanting to do. Again, researching programs, certifications, and starting to plan for, okay, I'm going to need this amount to start this program or get this certification. There's absolutely things, again, that you could be doing at this time to start working towards that and to start chipping away at it. And it should all be things that you're inspired to do. So do this when you're ready. So some of you are ready, and that's why we're having this conversation. And some of you are seeing, like, okay, what's coming up next? You know? All right. So, Pisces, those are the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. So leave me a like, comment, and let me know how this resonates, and also share this. So again, thank you and take care.